In today's video, we're going to go over the 3 best exercises for strong and aesthetic shoulders, how to do these exercises, how many times per week you should be doing them, and how many sets and reps you should do them for. Welcome back to the channel, it's Ted. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button, comment what muscle group you want me to make a video about next for the best exercises to grow that specific muscle group, and make sure to subscribe if you're not already. So your shoulder is made of 3 heads. I'm gonna put a picture on the screen right now of the 3 heads of your shoulder. You have your front delt, middle delt, and rear delt. Our first exercise is gonna be targeting your rear delts. This is the one most people skip out on. This is what's gonna give your shoulder that nice round look and aesthetic look when viewed from the side. Then we'll cover your middle delts and then front delt. Exercise number 1 is reverse Pec-Tec or cable face pulls. Now, I know what you're thinking, this was supposed to be the 3 best exercises to grow your shoulder. Why does number 1 have 2 exercises in it? So I wanted to give you 2 options in case the Pec-Tec machine, there's only one really in each gym. So I wanted to make sure you have another option to go to if that is being used. And they're both equally as good. You're gonna get less momentum out of the reverse Pec-Tec, and maybe you just wanna change things up from time to time. So here you have 2 options to hit your rear delts. First up here we have the reverse Pec-Tec machine. As you see here, I'm taking a pronated grip with my palms facing the floor. The handles didn't really work here for me, so I'm just putting my hands to the side of the machine. This is a great way to do it. You could also do it like I'm about to show you right now with a more neutral grip, right? And you're doing it like that. Whichever way you feel it more in your rear delts is gonna be best. You can do either. There's no right or wrong way to do this exercise. Just sit down with your chest and stomach supported on the pad of the Pec-Tec machine, and then grab the arms with the neutral grip like I am right here, or you can do it with the pronated grip how I just showed you. Again, the pronated grip is when you're gripping it right here, how your palms are facing down to the floor. Keep a slight bend in your elbows as you push the arms of the machine back. Hold this contraction for like a quarter to a half second before returning to the starting position, and this is how you do reverse Pec-Tec. Again, feel free to take a neutral or pronated grip. Doesn't matter, whichever way you feel better doing is gonna be best for you. Next up, we have cable face pulls. Now you could either do low to high or high to low. We'll go over both real quick before we hop into your lateral delt exercise. So low to high, set the cable height somewhere between your chest and shoulder height, and then grip the ropes with a neutral grip. So your thumbs are pointing towards your face or the back of the room, right? You're gripping it like this. Press play, and then slowly pull the rope to about chin height, around to just to your face, around chin to nose, to the bridge of your nose, somewhere in that range, and then squeeze your shoulder blades down and together at the top of the movement before returning to the starting position. It's okay to keep a slight bend in your knees and lean slightly back during this exercise. That's completely fine. Now with high to low cable face pulls, you're gonna grip it the opposite way, right? We just gripped it like this. Now we're gonna grip it like that, where your thumbs are facing away from you and your pinkies are on the bottom of the rope. So set the cable machine to about head high level or higher, and then grip the ropes with your pinkies at the end of the rope rather than your thumbs now, right? And now slowly pull the rope towards your mouth/chin and squeeze your shoulder blades together before returning to your starting position. Both are equally as good though for growing your rear delts. You can train your rear delts with those exercises 2 to 3 times per week, doing 3 sets to 12 to 20 reps. Take the 3rd set to failure or do a 4th set to failure on top of that, resting 60 to 90 seconds between each set. All right, now moving on to the number 1 exercise to train your middle deltoid. Your middle shoulder is gonna be leaning lateral raises with a cable. Okay, so why with a cable rather than dumbbells? Because with dumbbells, you lose tension at the bottom of the movement. With cables, you have constant tension throughout the entire movement. So this is gonna be the best for hypertrophy of your middle deltoid. Now your next question is probably, why are we leaning away during this exercise? It's because your shoulder also has 4 muscles called your rotator cuff that help to stabilize and support your shoulder. So when you lean away, you're taking emphasis off of a specific muscle called your supraspinatus of your rotator cuff, and it's gonna help to put more emphasis onto that middle deltoid. So with this exercise, set up the cable height to the lowest possible setting it goes to, and then pick up the handle or the cable handle with one hand and grab onto the cable machine with the other hand, leaning away, and then bring the cable up in a sweeping motion while keeping a slight bend in your elbow. If you can, try to keep your elbow higher than your hand at all times. This is gonna ensure the best health for your elbow and make sure you're hitting your lateral deltoid. One more tip for this, you can either put the cable between your legs like I'm showing right here, or you can put it in front or behind you. Whatever's more comfortable is going to be best. This is a single joint movement, so progress is going to be hard. You're not going to be able to progress with weight every week. Aim to go close to failure, if not going to failure, with every set of this to make progress the best as possible. You're going to want to do this frequency 2 to 3 times per week of this exercise, again with 3 sets of 12 to 20 reps, taking that 3rd set to failure or doing an additional 4th set to failure. Or you can do every set to failure with this exercise and recovery is not going to be that much of an issue. Exercise number 3 is going to be seated dumbbell shoulder presses. Now, right now you're probably thinking, what about front dumbbell raises? What about my front delts? Well, you'll be stoked to hear that actually doing dumbbell shoulder presses activates your front delt more than doing front dumbbell raises, right? Isn't that crazy? But it's true. So unless you want to be a competitive bodybuilder or you just really want to grow your front delts, you do not have to be doing specific front delt work. Shoulder presses, horizontal and vertical presses hit your front delt a ton. So if you're doing dumbbell bench press, barbell bench press, dumbbell or barbell incline bench press, or any type of shoulder pressing, you're going to be absolutely fine with your front delt hypertrophy. So seated dumbbell shoulder presses, sit down on a bench with back support. It's okay to have a slight arch in your back while performing this exercise. Kick the dumbbells up with your legs up to your shoulders and then start pressing all the way up until the dumbbells touch or almost touch, and then return back down to 90 degrees or lower. For frequency on this, you're going to want to try to hit this only 1 to 2 times per week. If you do this twice per week though, change up your focus. So one day you're doing strength in the 6 or the 3 to 8 rep range, and then the other day you're doing hypertrophy focused work in the 8 to 15 rep range. You want to rest with this between 2 to 3 minutes between each set. And generally, if you're going to do this once a week, I'd recommend 3 to 5 sets of 3 to 8 reps. All right, guys, let me know down in the comments what muscle group you want me to cover next. I was thinking about doing glutes or glutes or chest. So let me know which one of those, or if you want a different muscle group covered, let me know down in the comments below, or DM me on Instagram with a request. But if you enjoyed the video and got value out of it, please hit the like button, comment your request down below, and subscribe if you're not already.